So I got back just now from my local chess club, where I played the seventh round of the Monday over the board competition. A whole mouthful. Played a young guy called Dan, uh, and I played with black, and this is what happened. So he brought out his e-pawn. Same here. It's a bishop opening. So sometimes they might go for a quick scholar's mate with the queen. Um, as far as I'm aware, both knights are good. This knight obviously prevents him from even coming out with the queen, and this one prevents this square. And then you can react with your queen, for example. Um, but I think this is the best. It prevents him from coming out with the queen altogether, and just straight away attacking a pawn. So it's also with tempo. Yeah, so he's left this pawn undefended, but my pawn is also undefended, so I didn't want to get into all kinds of hassle. Um, so yeah, Stoffers wanted me to go there, but then he could have gone here, and I just didn't want to get into all that kind of stuff. I know that's a line, but I'm not familiar with it, and I haven't had a good start of this competition on the Monday, nor the Thursday, but on the Thursday I'm coming back. I'm climbing up the ranking ladder again, but on the Monday I was on the 30th spot out of 35 people. Was last year I became 13th, so I had a rough start. So I didn't want to do all kinds of tricky stuff. I just wanted to play solid. I knew it was very likely I was going to win against Dan, but you never know, obviously, because he's yeah, because I beat him before. Um, without too much trouble. So I was kind of expecting to win, but I didn't want to go into all kind of tactics. I lost a game on a Thursday competition because when I played against someone who I beat many times before, because I wanted to get all fancy and stuff, and I didn't want to go for this. So just bringing the night out, just developing the stuff. I think you can't go wrong there. He's obviously not just pushing the pawn, but opening the diagonal for his bishop to potentially pin my knight. So I didn't want to have any of that. This does prevent me from coming out with my bishop. I obviously don't want to go here, blocking this pawn. I can't go here. I could go with a check, but then I have to go back and maybe end up here and doubling my pawns. So I thought like, okay, just take it easy. Uh, this bishop will come out later. Yeah, so this is the spot where it's going for the moment. He's cancelling. I was pinning the knight. He doesn't like this. Oh, yeah. It's weird what Stockfish says, because sometimes this is the best move, and now it isn't a good move because he can kick the bishop. Anyway, I didn't see quite a proper follow-up after. Maybe this is because he doesn't like it, because normally maybe you can put pressure on the pinned piece, but now I can't because obviously the bishop is here. Maybe that's the whole reason behind why Stockfish doesn't like it. Um, Anyway, Dan brought his knight out. I thought, like, if I take it, he's probably gonna recapture with the bishop, attacking the knight. But I could see I can get here with my queen and defend this and take it from there. And I also saw a tactic. I did do it. Um, um, Yeah, no, that was not a. I was just thinking like if I don't bring my queen here, I think he could have like a tactic like sacrificing his bishop, then going in. No, it wouldn't have worked. No, it wouldn't have worked. Anyway, brought my queen out for protecting here, but also protecting my bishop, just in case he had some kind of tactics in his mind. Then he steps out of the pin, but that gives me the opportunity to double up his pawns. Um, and I'm not quite sure the reason behind it. I asked him, and he didn't quite actually know. I think he wasn't completely with it this day because he just didn't recapture. He just left my bishop sitting there. I took his knight and he just forgot to recapture. Anyway, so I thought I go, cool, I'm up. But I obviously had to think like, well, what is there a reason behind this? Well, he's attacking my knight twice, but it's defended twice, so that couldn't be it. I thought, does he have any tactics with sacrificing his bishop? Coming in with the queen, but then I could see he wasn't able to capture anything afterwards. I could just tuck my king back here again. But so I thought it's safe to retreat my bishop because I wanted to actually defend this pawn also. Stockfish doesn't see this as necessary, but I thought like just play super solid, extra solid. Uh, don't give him any play. Just keep everything safe and secure. And yeah, so now we're just yeah. This is also weird. I don't know why this is not seen as a blunder um, by him because I just he even initiated this. So I don't know what was going on in his mind, to be honest, because I capture. Okay, Stockfish says this loses bishop, but the position was losing no matter what. So he should have just captured it indeed. Um, so I asked him also afterwards, why did you not take that, um, take this pawn? And he couldn't actually remember anymore. So I think he was not fully focused somehow. It's a guy who still goes to school. It's a young guy, so maybe he had a I don't know. It's just assuming things which I shouldn't really do, but maybe he was preoccupied by something else. Anyway, so now I'm up two pieces. I'm up a bishop and a knight. So I thought, like, okay, just chill out, keep everything well defended, and just get this into an endgame. Get my king into safety. The only thing is this bishop is quite strong sitting here, and I couldn't at the moment get rid of my knight because then this pawn is undefended and he's taking it with a tempo. I had to, um, yeah, I could move my rook here and then grab this pawn. So it wouldn't have been such a great deal. It would have just been a trade of pawns. But as I said, I didn't want to have give him any chances. So first move my um, bishop into safety, and he's bringing his rook out. So I thought, like, okay, I'll challenge you. And he stepped away again for whatever reason. Maybe he thought like he could have some kind of a pin on my queen, but obviously there's a pawn defended by another pawn and defended by a bishop. Well, at the moment I'm going to move it in a minute, but it's this pawn is defended by this pawn, so there's nothing that rook can really do at the moment. But I did think about like, okay, he's got a rook here, so I need to have a look out for that. So I'm just bringing the bishop out because it was not doing so much here, and now it's eyeing on these pawns. So he defended that, which is solid. Why does... Hang on. Why did he want to capture my bishop? This is weird. Why? He suggested I... What? This is the best move he could make. How is this the best move? Well, if you're watching this and you think you know why, please let me know. Because as far as I can see, this is just like a... This is losing a queen. The bishop cannot take this. This is just ridiculous. Why would Stockfish recommend that as the best move? Anyway, he didn't do this, obviously. He pushed his pawn. And then I'm moving my bishop with a tempo on the queen. So he needs to move. And I thought like this is now the time to get rid of my... to move out my knight. I was considering moving it here. But then the bishop would just probably leave and it wouldn't have any good follow-up squares to go to. So I thought like bring it here, maybe here, because I wanted to release the tension because this bishop is somehow still strong even though it's just a bishop on its own. It keeps this pin locked. Okay, so now he's bringing in a rook, so I thought, okay, hang on, where can this queen go? If he wants to attack my king, it cannot go here, 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 and can go here, but it's just going to be captured. So I thought, okay, I'm safe, nothing to worry about. Bring my bishop, my knight back, and now he brings his queen out. Maybe he was hoping I wouldn't see his queen and he'd be capturing a free queen, but I obviously did see it and I was happy with the trade. And I'm not sure why he captured it with the pawn, but he did. He could have captured it with the rook. At least not on. At least keep his pawns all nice together. Now it's two double isolated pawns. So I thought, okay, cool. Let's get rid of the bishop. And then I could take a free pawn because the bishop was defending it. Bringing back the knight. Bringing back the bishop. I didn't see any play here. I mean, you can push it again. I'm just gonna grab it. But I didn't want to trade off the rooks, obviously, because I'm up. And I didn't see quite a straight, quick checkmate because the queens are off the board. So I thought, let's trade off the stuff and go into an easy endgame. But he didn't want to trade. So that's a free pawn. So I'm up like a bazillion things. Like I'm up a bishop and a knight. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 2 pawns. So I knew this is going to be in the pocket. I'm never going to mess this up again. And yeah, just bringing back the bishop again. And he brings out the pawn. And now this gives me the opportunity to force a trade. Because if he doesn't trade, obviously I'm going to get his bishop. So this is a trade. Forced. And he's tempoing my bishop. But there's nothing behind it, so I can easily bring it back to where it came from. Yeah, so this bishop is, these bishops are traveling around, like picking up things and going back again, going back home. Yeah, not sure what this move is doing. In my opinion, that's just a wasted move. But I don't think he could do anything anymore. I'm just, yeah, putting a tempo on the bishop. And I thought, like, let's go out here, get my knight into the game because it's not doing so much. But I gave him the play to come back, challenging a, well, going possibly for a pawn, so I had to. It was a wrong move order of mine, but yeah, it didn't do any damage because I was up so much. And now he had to move back again because obviously his bishop was attacked and he couldn't get the pawn because it was defended. So now we're back in the same position. So what I should have done straight away is just push this pawn. And this is fine by me. Just trading up some stuff. It only gets me better and quicker to the end game. And I thought first of going here, and it wouldn't have really mattered that much, but he could have captured me. I recapture, and he would have won a pawn. So I guess I was just greedy because I didn't want to give him any chances. So I thought like I would just go up here and see what happens. And then he attacked me, but luckily there's nothing behind it. And now it even was better because now I can go to the square with a fork. And this is where Dan resigns, because obviously he's going to step out of the way. But I grab a bishop, which he can recapture, but then it's like a rook and two bishops versus one rook and four pawns. With two doubled isolated pawns and two isolated pawns, it's hopeless. It's never gonna work. So he resigned. I think that's fair enough. So I played with 85.8% accuracy. Yeah, pretty happy with it. And then my opponent actually played with nearly 82% accuracy, which I don't really understand, because he made two blunders, but still. And I thought he was shoveling his pieces around aimlessly, as far as I can tell. So I'm not quite sure how he got to 82%. Anyway, well done for him that he got to 82%. And yeah, so that's the game of today. And if you like these videos, subscribe to this channel please, and give a thumbs up to this video, and leave a comment if you like, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye then.